Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a historical rules event for you. Our first round here is the Hagerstown Turnpike, seeing an overview of that, followed up by our second map, which is the roulette lane. Should be great to see. But before we get into that, thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get raw gameplay footage of everything we cover with no commentary and UI. So, our teams for today, there's a couple regiments on each team, but on the CSA side, you got Lee's French Legion, 13th Georgia, Texas Guards, Hood's Division, Jenkins Brigade, Hampton's Legion, Serpents Brigade, 9th Corps, Colquitt's Brigade, 2 Corps F Company, and the Stonewall Brigade. Whereas on the Union side, you have the 2nd United States Cavalry, the Army of Northern Virginia, New York Volunteers, 23rd Ohio, 11th Mississippi, 3rd Kentucky, or TKO, 20th Georgia, and 2 Corps I Company. So server pop today is 270. Inbalance is 10 towards the Union side, but with artillery, each side actually has the same amount of guys, 9 in total, so it's a 9-10 man inbalance. Frontline reporters today. For your CSA view, you have, let's see, Dragon from 9th Corps, and then your USA view, you have A and V Dick. So, co-commentating with me today, we have Cloud. Would you like to introduce yourself? Oh, it's not picking you up. Give me a second. Apologies. All right, you should be in now. There you go. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, hey, how's it going? Cloud from A and V, in First Al, their cavalry regiment, and I'm also an admin in the event.
Yeah, we're glad you're here. So already we're into a heat with action here. CSA's playing awfully aggressive. LFL's going up. Union's kind of encircling with 6 New York or NYV up front. What is CSA doing here? This is fascinating. But, Cloud, what are your thoughts? What do both sides have to do to win this map?
Normally CSA, they just try to play as passively as they can, not give up tickets, which is not what they're doing here at the start. But it's not a bad idea to catch Union off guard like that, to try to deny them, that top of that hill for a little bit. But yeah, normal strat for CSA, you want them to just kind of play passively and play for time. That's really the only way I've ever seen this one. You don't really outdo them on tickets as much. And then I guess for Union, since that's what my group's playing right now, I know they're wanting to actually take the hill itself. And then if the CSA just sits back in the wood, I think they're going to try to cap early to make them come out in the field and fight.
Yeah, well, that makes sense in its entirety. Also to mention with this event, there's no sprinting and no bayonets until the 30-minute mark. So, I mean, if that's the plan, I like the plan of early capping if they're going to hide themselves in that woods, because that is out of bounds for Union, right on the edge. So CSA can kind of hunker down there and avoid taking too many losses. But did Union want to wait until after that 30-minute mark to cap, or would they just do it off the rip?
There was like a little bit of the debate on it. I know some people said that they should just do it off the rip because you deny CSA charging you with bayonets, but I don't know. It looks like in the beginning they may just wait till that 30-minute mark.
Yeah, either is fair. Looking at the CSA defensive line on the far right side of the map, you got Colquitt's Brigade and Jenkins Brigade. You have LFL with their artillery kind of in the center right behind point. Looks like the Serpents Brigade guys are shifting over to the right as well. Holding further back in the woods, behind the main CSA line, you see Stonewall Brigade. And then further forward, you see 2 Corps, Texas Guards, 13th Georgia, Hood's Division, 9th Corps, and LFL. So, kind of getting close to the end of fall. What do we got? A week left until the supposed start for the winter theme.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for that. I love the snow update.
I know, I'm very excited. It's like I look outside right now and there's no leaves. Everything's dead. So.
Yeah, that's how it is here too.
So.
Yeah, it looks like CSA's they're playing really passive right now, which is what I assume their plan would be. Use that fence line.
And
Especially with this autumn update, which I've heard a lot of people talking about, it's so much harder to see the CSA players anywhere. They're, anytime they're near bushes and stuff like that.
that uniform definitely blends in a little more with it than green, per se.
Yeah, it's got that kind of brownish tan tint now to some of the leaves.
So Texas guards are rolling up into the open. They're kind of getting completely shot up by NYV. About half of them went down as they tried to do that. And I mean, that early push we saw from CSA, that aggression in that moment ago from Texas guards, that's probably the biggest reason why CSA tickets are down. But
Yeah, I didn't even notice that until you said something.
Union line, out of my theory on War of Rights is that if you sit and shoot the whole match, you're not going to remove your opponent's tickets that effectively. However, in historical rules event, it always seems that tickets drop significantly faster in the shootouts. I don't know why. Maybe that's just me thinking it once or twice and then, I don't know, justifying it.
Yeah,
But
I think the only thing I could think with, especially any of the events that have like a historical style rule set, is that they really push for people to stay in line and like formations. And so these groups will stay and fight longer in certain areas in these shootouts now, just due to that flag respawn as well. And so you'll see units, sit and fight a lot longer than, they used to.
yeah, and I
And I
mean,
think that might play a little bit of effect into it, but who knows?
You got the tight single and double ranks as well, and so even though they're all in formation deaths, if you're still getting hit in a double rank, you're still taking a lot of casualties. But
Oh, yeah.
looking at the Union line, far right for them, you got I Company, 2 Corps, 3rd Kentucky, 6th Alabama, part of A and V. Looks like they're shifting towards the center, which you have the 10th Alabama, part of A and V. 20th Georgia to the left, and NYV, they're holding down the center. And then far left of the Union side here, who do we got? 2nd U.S. Cav and the 11th Mississippi. So, CSA is already halfway through battle ready. I don't understand that.
I'm shocked. Yeah, with less than 7 minutes off the actual in-game clock that we've been playing. Where have they been taking the casualties?
It's like they pushed aggressively at the beginning, but there wasn't any charging. It was still just close range shots. So.
Should I go Captain?
Oh, okay, so I see what's going on now. These units that are on the fence line and stuff, a lot of them are crouching, and they're still getting shot, so I bet they're taking a lot of skirmishing deaths.
Are they crouching when they... Are you saying to the CSA right?
Well, they're off the fence line now.
Yeah, the HLJB pulling off there. Yeah, no, crouching, unless you know you're behind cover, like a defilade or there's like a big rock in front of you, I don't see any reason to crouch in this game. You're just going to cause your team to lose more tickets, longer reloads. Sure, you might provide a little more cover when you crouch, but I don't think it's worth it.
You may have seen this before, but if you look in the woods and you see that big line of LFL and like HD guys where they're on that set of rocks in the woods, that right there is one of my favorite spots to sit as CSA on this map. Because if you hover your camera down and look towards the hill, everything on that hill silhouettes for you, and they have such a terrible time seeing you in that woodland.
Oh, I see what you mean. Holy cow.
And yeah, I didn't see that until last year sometime, and then we started playing in that area when we play this map. And you take minimal casualties, and you give out so many casualties to the Union. Especially if they just sit on that hill and try to fight with you.
Yeah, you probably don't even realize if you're up there that they can see you that well.
No, you can. Yeah, unless you have the officer binos, you can't tell what's in that wood shooting you, just because the lighting and everything in this game.
Yeah, it's just so people can get spawned. When I was making the map intros, that I like the overview of the maps at the beginning of all the broadcasts. It's like sometimes, like I think I did for roulette. I don't know about this map, but I had to change it from morning to day just because you can see so much better. It is so hard, especially when you're looking into the sun. But the silhouettes, like you mentioned, are helping CSA a lot in the wood line. So So we still have a couple more minutes before bayonets and sprinting can happen. Union is getting a little closer to point. 6 Alabama's there. They haven't really charged CSAR yet. Obviously, when I say charge, it's a double quick charge, which
Yeah.
you want to call that a charge, but...
Yeah, it seems they even out the tickets a little bit too.
Oh, you're not kidding. Union just kind of dropped. I know 6 Alabama here, they're crouching, but they're not really engaging with a whole lot of CSA. Oh, where is Union artillery in position? Only takes them about half the match to throw all the guns up. Oh, they're shooting. Victor's about to shoot a gun all the way back here. Where is it? Oh, I guess they have a nice little angle here. Let's see where it hits. Oops. Oh, that shot. Way over. It's not an easy shot. That went deep into the... That might hit CSA spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the heck? Why are the tickets even all of a sudden? Hello.
I don't know, yeah. I guess I keep missing these engagements,
it's so confusing.
So, okay, well, I just went over here to the, I guess it'd be CSA right, to, who is this? CQB that's on that straight rail fence with JB. They are taking quite a bit of casualties from that unit that's out in that field in the rocks.
Yeah, but well, how is Union dropped so much?
It's got to be the group by the hill, I think. The hill groups, because the wood groups are probably just tearing them up from the silhouettes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you see some Union go up to kind of that corner on the wood line, and they just retreat relatively quickly, so... That could be that. I was watching what was it? It was Grand Campaign yesterday, I think, and they did Consus Push. And the tickets would go like, CSA's up 3/4 of a morale stage, then it dropped to even after Union capped the point. And then eventually CSA pushed Union in the final push and was up by half to 3/4 of a morale stage again. And then Union charged down once, and they hit last stand in one charge. It was like, these tickets are going like crazy right now. I don't get it. Will be intriguing though, because they want that company tool out at the end of the year. At least that's what the devs mentioned. If I remember correctly. But if they do that, they're supposedly going to start balancing maps, which some of them, like Rivers Crossing, need balancing badly.
Oh, yeah, I mean, most events, like outside of the pub matches, just refuse to play it because there's no competitiveness to it.
Yep. Last time I played Rivers Crossing, the CSA team got destroyed by a morale stage and more, and the CSA players downvoted their officers and demoted all of them in a campaign effort. Which, you can't blame CSA officers for that map, unfortunately, because what else?
No, it's... Yeah, like, there's literally no tactics other than charge across the bridge over and over and hope you whittle them down the last stand.
Yep. So, we're now past that 30-minute mark, so sprinting bayonets are now allowed, and you can see Union has made an effort. It looks like 6 Alabama. I didn't even realize that was on... Oh, they must have fallen off because it's going down. I thought CSA might have been
if I was them.
But some CSA is falling out of the woods. I don't know if it's because of that cap, but it looks like both SBs and the Texas Guards have pulled out of the wood line.
We're shooting soon at the blue flag over there. Do you see it where the smoke is?
And Serpent's Brigade's guys are crouching there. They're in a fine spot to crouch. It's just it's all the little things that can add up. LFL has 5 guys operating one gun right now. That's including the officer. That's crazy. And that shot went over and hit the cornfield.
Alright, up.
I mean, usually you'll see 2-3 guys per gun. I like 2, but
Yeah,
I know
I'm
some rule sets
seeing
are 3.
5 on 1 right now.
That's what I was just mentioning. It's wild. 6 Alabama is on point going for that cap. They might want to wait for CSA hitting engage just so that gold timer is lower. No point in adding 8 extra minutes. I don't know if Union intends to hold once they cap. I think they should try to hold in some effort, because if you want to draw CSA out of the woods to get in some melee action, you got to contest that point. But it's a hard area for Union to cap. There's not a whole lot of cover outside of those bushes that 6 Alabama is currently capping from. And CSA's got that already at close range.
Big CSA movement coming from the left on their side, going towards point.
Yeah, Texas Guards is moving in, which this is what you should do. Whenever you're the defending team, in most instances, you're going to want to retake this point as quickly as possible, because that black timer, you want to keep it ticking. And I like the move from Texas Guards. Looks like 6 Alabama may have pulled off a little bit. Texas Guards killed about half of them in that volley. I don't know why Texas Guards has 2 flags on them, but
Yeah, that's a little. I wonder, is another group playing off of them, maybe?
yeah, I mean, I think it's SB.
Oh, more CSA going off onto the point.
Yeah, HL, JB, some.
See, you would think Union would try to take advantage of this, but
yeah, Union's starting to move down from that hillside, and they're gonna. Oh, I'm lagging a little bit. There we go. Yeah, Union's trying to shoot from a distance, but they're not trying to contest this at close range. I do know sometimes it's a hard point to hold, like I mentioned, and sometimes you'll see when Union tries to contest this point aggressively, it results in Union getting beat back pretty badly, and Union drops in tickets way more than CSA does. So
yeah, I have seen that. I do agree there.
So I don't mind the Union kind of sitting back and shooting. You pulled the CSA out. Now if Union wanted to, because CSA's kind of out in the open once they retake the point, you could try to get a little aggressive somewhere. But again, if you lose that badly, that ticket gap could be huge in CSA's favor. So CSA retakes, they go back up to, well, never mind, they're back at engage.
Yeah.
We need 2 rigs.
The Union can't be too far behind.
Nope. Like 10 seconds. NYV is starting to push a little forward. You have some CSA. Most CSA on point are pulling off. Oh no, the Serpents Brigades guys are going to get volleyed by NYV, maybe. They are crouching. I don't know if NYV is shooting at them or not, though. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, they're hard to see with this update with the new grass and all that. It does make the the groups that crouch in the tall grass, especially CSA, blend in a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm zooming in from where NYV's at, and I mean you can barely see those skirmishers. So overall, CSA's kind of backed off the point. It's what you expect. You want to hold back, not take a lot of casualties, preserve your tickets, kill that time, but Union's responding as they should by capping this point again, kind of holding back, not sitting in the open. They're holding back as far as they can to take this point to prevent them from being seen and allow them to sit and cover.
I just watched the CSA group take off, their flag get shot, and they just left it. Nobody picked it up yet. Oh, somebody finally rescued it.
Yeah, CSA's got 3 flags clumped up by the point right now, which is insane because they have like half their team in that forest.
Ooh, this group that's sitting on point is getting tore up right now.
They just need to get the flags out.
Oh my goodness, yeah, they had like 15 guys. Yeah, they need to move.
They're somehow dodging there, at least Stego here. Somehow dodging a lot of those shots. No, that's smart on Union. Hold on the edge of point so that you're still in cover and all of that. Force the CSA to come out in the open area to try to retake the point. And Union's got this smart too because they have some groups on their extreme right. not a whole lot of guys, but like 6 Alabama is there. Which, if CSA did charge out of the woods, they could encircle Union if they want to. Obviously, it's going to be risky, but it could create confusion in the Union, especially when they don't have a Steam chat to communicate everything.
Yeah, the CSA really could. I mean, they could take out Union Arty that's back here trying to wheel up right now. They have 0 cover from infantry. Well, no, I guess 6 Al's up there.
Pull back to me, Luke. Pull back.
So,
Oh, looks like CSA is charging the hill.
yeah, LFL's going that way. Rip these poor Arty guys from 23rd Ohio. HD's with LFL as well. And here come the engagements. ESA is down about a third of a morale stage right now.
Oh, see it. Yep. Look what you're talking about. Union collapsed on LFL.
Yeah, good turnaround there from NYV. Union is starting to cap that point. You're up by half a morale stage with 23 minutes left. I don't know if I would.
Yeah. At this point, I would just keep playing for tickets. You've got them on a good pace right now.
Yep, because if you take this and CSA retakes the point, which is pretty likely.
And they just took out, let's see, LFL. Who are they playing with? So that's about 30 guys between LFL and HD.
They did lose their flag, too.
So, yeah, that's that's a decent sized portion of their CSA defenders that got wiped out right there.
I'll take that. Take that all day today. Line left side 3. So.
Been fire, everybody.
So, I mean, CSA just has to hope Union retakes, and it looks like they're trying to do that again. A&V 20th Georgia on point. I mean, at least wait till taking losses for CSA. Which they're whittling them down to that point. But they are going to cap.
I mean, it's if they at least sit on point and go toe for toe with them and not let them regain a bunch of tickets, it's not the worst idea because you are stopping the clock.
I mean, Union's in a great spot, but
yeah, these guys on the hill need to come down and help.
Texas Guards are about to get a great flanking shot here on the Union team.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Are they They are charging.
Get the colors down. Get the colors down.
You got Union
And
reinforcements.
here comes the reinforcements.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so Union's going to hold that. You got CSA trying to collapse out of the wood line and on point right now. HL Colquitt's going in very scattered.
Oh, no.
Oh, my CSA is collapsing from like 2 sides right now. The center for CSA is shooting. I don't know why CSA is not going all in as a team. They're not going to be able to beat this Union force, which is holding CSA down to taking losses. Union on the far left collapsing now onto the straight fence. CSA is winning the point back. And zooming out, CSA did a lot better than anticipated.
He did, yeah. But hopefully, if Union does this right, they'll just dump enough tickets that, they're both kind of down to taking losses with 21 minutes or so left.
Yeah, so I guess in the end it's not that bad. it's not that bad.
That's
That
what.
Union got
At
wiped.
least that's. Yeah. That. I know. As an attacker, if you're gonna cap point early, you've got to either do one of two things: hold the point as long as possible, or if you're gonna let them recap, you've got to rush in and dump as much tickets as possible so they don't, regain a ton.
And despite Union getting beat back by that charge, Union's still holding. 11th Mississippi is on point right now. They got 2nd U.S. Cav behind. And it looks like Texas Guards are going to charge them out, which... 11th MS, they should, honestly, protect the flag, but like you mentioned, all those guys should just rush in there and die.
Flag down.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what I would have done is told flag take off, everybody else from the unit fight and die. I mean, you've got friendlies back at that rock. All you got to do is get the flag back there and, people are respawning. Because as an attacker, well, even in any situation, if people are that close that they're charging you, running away, you're going to lose more than you would just standing and fighting. You might as well try to take some of their tickets with you as well.
Yep. So Union has reformed on that hillside. Looks like CSA have got a good portion of their team on that point right now. And so CSA will retake. They're going to go up to a low engage. Union did kind of close that gap a little bit. So...
Ooh, nice artist shot by Union. Who is that? 23rd Ohio, 4th New Jersey, guys. They have a really nice sight line of that group that's sitting on the fence under point.
So you got more Union reinforcements rushing up. I don't know if they're trying to contest this or just engage with them close, but 88th New York is rushing on the point where you have A and V. A little to their right, 6th New York, part of NYV, is up there as well, engaging close. CSA definitely has a lot more guys around point. And some CSA is charging behind 6th New York. Like 6,
Where?
8 or 9 of them.
Oh, I see them, yeah.
2 Corps F Company is sitting on those rocks like there's no Union around them, skirmishing. And Serpent's Brigade's charging in. Now, ooh, I don't, I mean, CSA's not mass charging. I don't know why those tiny groups went in there. I guess they push Union back, but all the little casualties and whatnot, that I feel like that can add up pretty quickly.
Yeah. It definitely will.
So both sides at a high taking losses. CSA is still kind of holding pretty far forward. Union does want to get aggressive, but it looks like for now they're going to sit back and kind of reform.
Looks like, I don't know if I've ever seen this before. Union has rolled a cannon up on the road to the left of the hill.
Oh wow! Yeah, I have not seen
And
there.
They have a pretty clear shot to any group that's standing right there within those caissons, it looks like.
CSA is pushing even further forward.
Oh my goodness.
9th Corps and 6 LAF Company. Looks like Serpent's Brigade as well. So
stay here, not go stay here.
a lot of CSA shifting up the left side. So LFL and HD are going where 9th Corps is. You have a lot of CSA moving onto that point as well.
Take aim and
This is a fascinating approach from CSA. I mean, Union needs to all-out charge LFL, HD, and 9th Corps.
Oh, there's about to be a fight right at the base of this hill.
Why are they they playing so far forward? Why is Union not charging? I mean, A&V's getting shot up, but look at, here comes NYV. 6 New York and 6 Alabama collapsing.
Oh my goodness.
Keep going, 6. Keep going, 6. Keep going, 6.
Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. We got him, we got him, we got him, we got him.
There's another line. There's another line.
And they're going to keep pushing through here, which they said Texas guards are trying to get a flank, but they are getting swept through by the back line of this NYV push. You have Union pushing towards point. 20th Georgia is right now. A little bit of lag going on, at least on my end. But Union's going to wipe that, and I don't get the move from CSA to do that.
Yeah, that just seems really like way too aggressive. I mean, you're doing okay on time, and I mean, look now they half of a ticket stage.
It's all part of the plan, the master plan. They're going to get Union the cap early again, and then push them in the final or last stand or whatever.
Something like that.
Something I don't know if I've ever seen that in this event before.
Keep up the fire, HL, right in front of you.
51st, my left, please.
Oh, the are you talking about the attackers going on the last stand?
Yeah, when they cap that point.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to game that now, especially I know the devs really tried to get rid of it with that one the update with like how many people have to be on point to trigger it or whatever.
Yep.
Because you know, used to you could cap point with like 2 guys or whatever, or 1 guy sitting there.
I remember that change because it was a deal on Wednesday event on Piper Farm, and that situation played out. And CSA, like, Union capped the point, and then CSA just forced an infinite overtime, basically, where they just kept going on and off the point with, like you said, 3-4 guys. And Union team, to try and not hit last stand, just turtled as far as they could in their spawn, and we waited like 10-15 minutes before they finally hit last stand due to Rambos and whatnot. But that was a good...
Yeah, it's not really a fun way to play.
Nope.
It's kind of cheesy.
We sit here. I mean, you already... At least you can shoot while not doing a whole lot in this game. Turtling, you just don't do anything.
I know, dude. I refuse to do it. I'd rather just die. Like, I'd rather just go out there and lose and, you know, try to cheese out a win.
Yep. I think there was a solid month where I saw a lot of the events were turtling, and then it stopped after that month, and I haven't really seen it since.
Yeah, come up, Raffle.
Fuck!
So overall, I mean, CSA is almost down. They got a third of a stage left. I don't even know what you do as CSA at this point. I mean, you just sit back, avoid taking too many losses, and hope Union caps early. And if not, hope you can somehow get a miraculous ticket lead when they try to take that point. And for all we know, Union could try to push CSA into last stand, because they definitely have enough time to do it.
Keep putting it on, boys, if you can.
Alright, 13. Advance up.
Advance up.
Right in, to the line. Go get him, 6.
So Union's kind of in their original positions. You still have some CSA forces, tiny groups here moving up in the center. Like, I guess Texas Guard's not that tiny, but you're pushing kind of far forward here. And 6 Alabama, they're charging 6 Alabama, which they should win. But it's so unnecessary. I think you gotta avoid ticket loss at this point, not going to breaking.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, just because of that massive charge they did earlier, I guess kind of what they do at this point, they're kind of screwed. We'll see, though. Looks like Killer is going to go try to finish off the remainder of Texas Guards. Jenkins' brigade is also up there as well.
Yeah, Killer and them are about to run into a bunch of CSA.
And looks like they're going to pull off there before anything too major.
TG, TG.
Skirmish line to my right, take a knee.
Skirmish right, take a knee. Enemies northeast, east. In the pit fire.
I really do appreciate the lighting update that they did recently.
It looks a lot nicer.
Yeah, you can definitely get some really cool cinematic shots.
Especially looking like, because I didn't even realize it with that update, but when you mentioned that long distance viewing, things render in a lot nicer.
Oh yeah.
I like that a lot. There's only a few times.
Yeah, you don't zoom in and stuff, you know, starts popping up on your screen anymore.
Yep. So any second now, CSA is about to hit breaking. Union should try to pre-cap this at least a little bit. Pre-capping will probably draw CSA in, and it looks like NYV is starting to push out that way, more like 6 New York in particular. 3rd Kentucky looks like they're following.
Yes. I'm assisting A and B. Watch the right.
CSA is slightly pre-capping.
At the sprint.
There, it looks like more of anything, they're just on the edge. Some CSA is starting to shift over. Behind the artillery, Texas Guards is.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting ready for a full defense on point.
Yep, and Union.
I mean, that's all they can really do.
Yep, CSA.
Yes.
They're playing a little tight on this by not aggressively going forward. You got some CSA on the right, CSA right anyways. They're pushing in. HL's starting to go up into the point now.
Holy shit!
CSA on the left side is pushing up slowly, but they're not on point. They hit breaking. CSA is starting to take this point back though as 13th Georgia collapse. Serpent's Brigade rushing in. More Union are now pouring up. So Union wants to force this now. They have tickets to burn. 6 New York is charging. Looks like 3rd Kentucky is as well. And they are wiping this first line of CSA. CSA still has point though. Artillery hitting down on Union right now. Getting some good shots.
This is chaos.
It is complete chaos.
Yeah, they...
I mean, a lot of CSA left on the point, and I mean, I don't know if it would have mattered, but you have a lot of Union on Union left sitting back and shooting from a distance, not really doing much for this charge. 11th time S and 2nd U.S. Cav sitting back and shooting from a distance, and honestly, that could have made the difference. I don't know if it matters, though, just because, again, Union's up by a third of a morale stage right now. So...
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Like, if they were there, they probably could have won the charge, but with the amount of tickets they lost during that CSA counterattack, it's probably not that big of a deal.
Yep.
I mean, they're already almost halfway, or at least a third through breaking.
Yep. 1 down CSA flag so far. But Union's also got 10 minutes. They got plenty of time to do this again. Union did not lose any of their flags.
That's a good thing
So,
for them.
Yeah, sorry,
Union already on the left road making huge shots here at CSA. I don't know if they're hitting or not, though. I haven't been looking at that. Looks like a one shot went really far away and hit nothing, but I don't
Looks
know
like
if that was
some CSA skirms of who is the 2nd Corps I Company, Zio Panama's guys. They're actually out there in that field trying to fight the Union.
Which
on
I don't
that,
like.
Yeah, that's probably not great. Take a look at that fence that CQB is sitting on, or what's left of the fence.
If you're scared,
Oh yeah.
That center portion of it is completely gone.
One man per post, they said.
Yeah.
see.
That's funny. So, some CSA skirm groups are going towards where the whole Union team is at. I don't know why some HL guys are there right now. One of them's walking into 6 Alabama, kills one. Union 6 Alabama doesn't realize there's a CSA guy in their line. And oh, he got him. So Union is down to breaking. It's about a half a morale stage difference in tickets right now. And 6 Alabama looks like they're starting to move on point. CSA is keeping their guys near point. That's really all they can do at this point. Some in the wood line taking shots, but this next charge, in theory, should hit CSA down the last stand. Union might shoot down for the rest of this match and then try to charge in once. We'll see, though. HL's pushing up real close to 6 Alabama. I don't know if they realize that they're right there, but...
About face, boys. About face. Don't load here. About face. Move it. Move it, move it, move it. Break that left.
I'd move. Fire.
Union putting a little more pressure on. You can see the CSA tickets slowly dipping down here. Almost 3/4 of a morale stage difference right now. Maybe 2/3.
I don't know where our tickets are.
But Union is still kind of playing a little conservatively. I think Union could try to push up more. I mean, they have a great viewpoint on top of these hills of the CSA line.
Yeah.
They could try to get closer if they wanted, though. They definitely have the tickets to burn if they want. As long as Union's getting an even trade at this point, they'll cleanly win. And generally, shootouts are an even trade. Do you know if either group is like buck and ball on this map?
So I know the Zouaves have. Let me see what guns they're using. The Zouaves, the pajama pant guys, they all got like 41s. I'm pretty sure. And the guys with the red pants, I believe.
Well, I mean, it's historically accurate for Louisiana.
Have the same thing. Let me see about the other groups.
Union is capping point, or CSA's not on it.
I do remember in Strat that they were saying some of these guys have 42s. I wonder if like the normal dress, kind of like tan and gray guys, might have the 42s.
Yeah.
But I know the Zouaves are using 41s.
So, let's see here. CSA, it's almost a whole morale stage difference at this point. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I see some CSA guys crouching. Union's pushing up, getting a little more aggressive, making sure they can hit those shots. Doesn't matter if outside of maybe buck and ball, but even then, it doesn't matter. You're just trying to get an even ticket trade at this point. 5.5 minutes left. CSA is going to go last stand probably in the next minute and a half.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you can see Union volley just basically killed the Serpents Brigades, the guys there. And CSA is trying, they're basically holding off point. You can see that point is naturally decaying.
You know what? They may be waiting until it pretty much is full natural decayed and just rush out there.
Yep.
Because this final charge will put them in the last stand.
And I mean, Union could just keep shooting for 5 minutes and they'll probably knock them down so low that they can just charge it down. I mean, either option works.
Ooh, there's just a nice arty hit on that downed caisson on point. Just killed like 4 guys.
13th Georgia out there valiantly trying to keep it capped, but taking hits in the process. Union's inching further forward on their right side. CSA's basically pulling off kind of this hill line, so Union's getting aggressive there.
Hold, aim.
Prepare. Fire.
Union's starting to crest those defilades a little more. Take some shots. 4 minutes left. And there we go. So all the CSA guys.
Huge volley by.
Yeah. Who did the bomb?
Oh, I was just saying, yeah, huge volley by 11th. I just watched, they just put CSA in last stand because they hit CQB with that volley.
So 4 minutes off the CSA guys. Once they die, they don't come back. You can see a CSA flag bearer doing his duty and charging the Union line. Actually, HL
Yeah,
charged
HL
Union.
just, yeah.
I didn't even see that. A and V is going to finish them off here.
Oh, man, yeah. Killer and them are going to wipe them up.
And Union starting to get on point with a good chunk of guys. Points already going favor towards the Union side. CSA is starting to charge them out with last that they have.
Get him, CQB. Push him.
But it looks like that is going to be it for this round. I think Union's going to win this charge. You do have a couple CSA regiment or two coming out of Maine. Is 11th Mississippi. Yeah, here comes 11th Mississippi and 2nd U.S. Cab. This should do it for CSA.
Right side, right side. For the glory of Wisconsin and Abraham Lincoln.
They are sweeping through that already. CSA main spawns moving in, but it's not really going to be enough. Cloud, your thoughts for the round?
Initially, CSA had a really good plan. I think they probably shouldn't have fought on that fence line as long as they did, but just used the woods more. And then, you know, great turnaround by Union, you know, to get those points capped and, you know, draw the CSA out to the fight. And you seen what happened with the tickets after that.
NYV already just shot and killed a bunch of Union guys on point. But, yeah, no. 3 CSA our guys left. That should do it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, no. I like that CSA, like you mentioned. They just are playing conservative, whether it be the skirmishing, but tickets were dropping. And as you described at the beginning, Cloud, the Union capped that point, forced the CSA out. Even though Union kind of capped at one point when they were up by half a morale stage, it didn't matter in the end because they got that win. But just capping that point, making CSA continually losing those tickets, making sure they're in an engagement. So, really methodical round from Union. I guess you kind of see that more in the historical rule events because you don't have a Steam chat to communicate. You form these big lines that are just slowly pushing out on your opponent, which it's very cool to watch. My style of football. Anyways, we are off to roulette lane. CSA is going to get a chance to attack, and we will see you all. We will see you all for that very shortly.
Oh.
And here we are with round number 2. We're still 270 here. Inbalance is pretty good right now. No artillery for CSA, but Union's got 12 on the guns right now, which means that there's a 13-man imbalance right now. Cloud, what are your thoughts for strategy on roulette lane?
Well, normally CSA would just kind of straight off attack that corner. But with the rule set that we have in place with the no bayos or sprinting till 30, you're probably going to see CSA go out to the left of this barn and use this hill and kind of shoot out with them. Unless they get brave and do a double quick charge and try to beat them up with the butts of their guns. And then Union will pretty much just kind of form an L along that fence and stone wall and just try to deny them anywhere to get a foothold.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing that right now. Does 10th? Why is A and V on the road side of that stone wall on point? That's something I have not seen before. Oh. Oh. Oh, they aren't. It's just my game glitched. Because they just all ran through the stone wall.
I see what you're talking about. Okay, yeah. I've seen that glitch before, yeah.
No, they were on the right side, the hill side of the stone wall, but my game for some reason thought they were on the opposite side and they just ran right through it. So CSA kind of holding further back, some even holding back as far as that white house, taking shots. And speaking of, let's see where everyone is at for CSA. So on that white house, CSA right, you got 13th Georgia. To their left, you got I Company and LFL. Going to the barn side, you got the Serpents Brigade. Hampton's Legion, Hood's Division. Holding out on the hill is Texas Guards, which they're kind of in a nice defilated spot. They are crouching to get these reloads, though. And then it looks like a couple CSA are back in the wood line that is 9th Corps. And they're running up to where Texas Guard's at. Looking at the other side here, the Union line, holding on the barn. So I guess it's the far Union left. You have 11th Mississippi and 2nd U.S. Cav. They've been kind of sticking together this whole time. 2nd U.S. Cav, though, shifting over and crouching behind the stone wall. Hitting that corner that CSA likes to charge, you got A and V, 10th Alabama, 6th Alabama to their right. Going up the hill, NYV, 6th New York, 20th Georgia, 3rd Kentucky. And then 88th New York is on the far right for Union. CSA inching their way closer up this hillside.
Yeah, you can really catch up.
They have a flag? Okay, they do.
Move more left, move more left. Move more left. Over here, left of me, gentlemen. Crouch down when you're ready. We're gonna follow this.
So it's a real nice spot for them to hold. I'm surprised they're the only ones going up there right now.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You've got a group of maybe 20 guys when they're full strength against 75% of the Union team on that fence. You know, I mean, it's brave, but they're definitely not gonna win that shootout by any means.
No. I just kind of wish the rest of the CSA team would just go up and help them just because you get a lot of shots. I don't know.
I'm assuming we missed a big arty shot because there is a gap in that white picket fence where everybody was standing and a lot of blood and bodies.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I was like, when you were just, you know, listing off the units, I floated over that and I thought to myself, I was like, wow, I would not stand on that fence because that arty has a direct line of sight for you.
Look at that. LFL, it looks like, was the ones who took that hit and pulled off. So you have some CSA at Union Barn on the left side, or I guess cabin. 2nd U.S. Cav is charging out F Company from 2 Corps here. And CSA is down on tickets right now, so this will not help that at all.
Yeah.
And so this is probably what we're going to see for the next 7 minutes. I mean, if you're not going to charge a CSA, what else can you really do? But they're down on tickets from this right now. And it probably has to be because of that charge from 2 Corps F Company, for example. And I mean, as you mentioned, Texas Guards are completely outnumbered. And they're having a lot of bullets going their way, and they're crouching half the time, so that's probably slowly adding up.
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, I mean, that's not off to a great start by CSA. I mean, they're already down a quarter of a morale stage.
Which, CSA as the attackers on most maps, that's not terrible, but definitely is not the start that you would want.
Yeah, especially since they've got another, at least, you know, 5+ minutes before they can even get into melee.
Rise!
And there, I mean, there's quite a few Union bodies along this fence line, so it's not like, I mean, they're not,
I mean, they're getting
you know,
hits,
safe by any means either, yeah.
but not as much as CSA, or at least tickets-wise. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, the Union guys, they're not crouching. They're all standing up in formation.
Aim low, aim true.
They're bunched up, but when you have your whole team basically on that snake fence, you're going to be bunching up, so... So you got, I mean, a lot of CSAs crunching up behind that barn. They are really crunching up there.
Oh, you said behind the barn?
Yeah.
Run out of ammo at this rate.
They're basically almost their whole team.
I wonder if they might be getting ready to try to organize something.
Alright, next time, gentlemen, once I tell you to aim...
Hopefully, but I won't be surprised if we don't see anything for the next 5 minutes. So 13th Georgia, they're just shifting out. I mean, F Company from 2 Corps, they're going down Union left side again with all but, what, 4 guys that they have here? I know they have a few more. But I don't get the... okay, it's less than 10 guys. They're not losing a whole lot of tickets for CSA, but all that little stuff can add up. So that's why.
Definitely.
Who was holding back
That artillery.
Sorry.
Oh, at the White House?
Yeah, for CSA, it's Stonewall Brigade. Artillery's trying to shoot him. They got a drummer boy, too.
That's why we have me in command, 'cause I know
Yeah, I was gonna say artillery's got. I don't know how they did it, but they put a shot. I think it came through the barn, maybe, and it hit these guys on that stone wall behind it.
I think you can shoot through the barn. That would make sense. I mean, I know you can shoot through houses on Nicodemus Hill.
Yeah.
Maybe the barn. I don't know. Don't remember, anyways. I haven't watched Nicodemus Hill in a hot second, especially since the update, which means I haven't seen it in like almost a month.
Did we play that when you weren't here? You might not have been here when we did that in HRE. I think we did it last week.
I know for the first like
Or
week or
it
two of
might have been
the month
the-
I didn't do. I just did zombies only.
Yeah, I think it was. It might have been the one of the weeks we did with zombies, because I was excited to play it because I wanted to see, what would people do with the new house model and everything. And CSA won. It was. It's a lot more difficult for Union to
Just because it's not
find
as,
places to.
Is the house?
Yeah,
just
because
not
that
as
house. Yeah, it's smaller. They did add another. It's like a secondary barn next to the, the big one outside the orchard. So there's more room over on that side to deploy for Union, but it's just a lot tougher for sure.
I'm trying to fly over to that Nicodemus house. You can barely kind of see in the distance. It is really a lot tinier before what it was originally.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not gonna be seeing anything for the next 2 minutes. It really seems CSA is intent on shooting it out, which tickets-wise, it's a lot closer. CSA is still down by a margin, though.
I'll give props to this. Pretty sure it's TGE. They've been out there holding it pretty steady on that hill for a little bit.
Yeah, they having a jolly good show up there. Jeez, oh. Yeah, 9th Corps is with Texas Guards as well, so. Again, surprised more their team's not up there. CSA has really started to spread out now. They have guys on that fence spot a little. It looks like they're using that little pathway as cover instead of standing up on the
Yeah, I can
fence.
see it, yeah. That's probably more ideal.
13th Georgia's trying to peek around the right side of that barn. Some of Union, it looks like they've pushed towards CSA spawn on the left, where F Company was pushing up, but it looks like HL is trying to go around the Union left right now.
We'll talk about this later, Irish.
Which I find a little fascinating. I'm surprised they didn't do this earlier, because it seems like with this map you want to get your whole team as CSA in charge in. I mean, in most instances you want that, but maybe HL's just trying to spread the Union apart so that when the rest of their team tries to charge, they can have a numbers advantage. We'll see, though. Moving to stop HL, I think it's 2nd U.S. Cav and 11th Mississippi.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, I didn't even notice that on that fence line back there. Yeah, HL better be careful, because if somebody tells that artillery piece that's right there behind 2nd to turn, they have a direct shot at them.
It's interesting, too. HL did take a flag with them. So it looks like they're going to try to hold that there. But now we're at that 30-minute mark, so we got bayonets and reloads now.
Oh my goodness. The, whatever Union unit that turned to face HL decimated them.
Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. I was not looking. And so to turn back and see HL dead. What happened?
Yeah.
Oh
Who
my
is this?
goodness.
Second USC? Wow.
Jeez, that's a. They had similar numbers to HL too, so that's great shots.
The only thing I think, yeah, is, I mean, yeah, props on their accuracy, but them coming down in a vertical line to them spread out on that fence.
Yeah.
So they have, you know, multiple angles into them. Probably played it into account, but I mean, good on them getting their flag out at least.
Very much so. So, CSA, they're taking a hit on tickets again in terms of the ticket gap. CSA maybe going to start going for center now. Let's see. 13th George is going that way. It looks like the rest of the CSA might be
Spread it up. Let's go,
going up the hill or charging center. I don't know if 13th is trying to draw the shots away, but...
Or 13th.
Get him, killer.
We were told the whole team was charging this way. Here comes CSA. They're going to collapse. Looks like Texas Guards, 9th Corps up top. Looks like they're going to charge in. Finally! CSA not trying to turn a flank. They're just going head on. I'm a little skeptical of because Union is on both sides of this charge. Looks like 9th Corps and Texas Guards hitting the top of that hill now, but I think CSA is going to be pushed back eventually. Union's on both sides shooting inward to CSA. And it's going to be a losing battle there for you.
On the left.
Yeah, they just... So, with these bigger server numbers, you know, closer to 300, it's so easy for Union to just hold this entire position because they can just stretch out along that whole fence. And I think CSA just has to get their whole team together and try to break like a, you know, just a single area and get a foothold.
What the heck?
Oh,
Yeah,
who charged?
HL. Some
Oh,
Colquists,
HL, they got
versus
regrouped.
Sharps, which they're not going to be able to do much because Union's basically organized and
Yeah, and they're on the stone wall waiting for them.
Second US Cav there as well. And no, I agree with you though. And if CSA is going to charge across the open field like that, you can't go head on. You got to either hit, like you mentioned, that corner where A and V's at, or try to turn the Union flank on the top of the hill where 3rd Kentucky is right now, which I don't know if that's a down CSA flag or not. I presume it is on far Union right.
Yeah, what I've seen work before is, you know, they'll gather up behind this big barn and they'll kind of two-prong it. Like one group will go around one side and the other will go around the other. And then you kind of just hit that corner on two angles.
It's not a bad idea.
And it causes a ton of chaos in that corner, you know, because you've got people that are trying to come down the fence to react. And then, the corner itself is being overrun.
Second US Cav is going to push behind the cabin right now, and CSA is falling off of it. CSA's are down by almost roughly a third of a morale stage right now. So
Yeah.
rough start. They've got 3 down flags as well, with HL having that last flag, and it looks like most of the CSA is going to try to hit Union left. LFL is heading that way right now, and HD.
Might not be a terrible idea. I mean, if they full send their team, they can...
Oh my goodness. Second US Cav is tearing them apart with that volley. As they should hit those shots, and they did very well.
Oh, great retreat by them, too.
I
not
know.
like...
That is...
You don't see a lot of people execute that. You know, they'll engage people, and then, you know, they won't break off in time and get meleeed and everything.
Yep. CSA looks like they're charging that corner possibly as well. Texas Guards are heading across. Actually, it looks like they might just be trying to get the flag, but they're getting shot up as they run across the open. A lot of CSA holding back near main, at least. Oh, what is Texas Guards doing? Are they charging? They're charging the corner now. And
Whoa, what did...
that flag bearer just... Oh, that flag jumped.
Whoa, you see that?
Yeah, it just yeet. Okay, Albert. Or who has the flag now?
Oh, they recovered the flag, and then the flag bearer was the
Ran
first one to
towards Union.
charge. Yeah. I don't know, man. That was kind of odd.
Texas Guards looked like they wanted to charge in there as well, and I mean 13th Georgia ran in there, LFL, some guys are in there. I see Colquitts as well. CSA's playing like they're lost and confused, and everyone's acting independently. Look at that ticket drop for CSA. It's almost gonna be 2/3 of the morale
my
stage.
goodness.
Some CSA.
And Union's still in battle ready.
You jinxed it.
Oh, well, now they're guys.
Some CSA are still trying to hit the Union left. This is just... What are we doing, guys?
Yeah, this is the one map, like, people get so frustrated, it seems like, whenever one thing doesn't work the first time, but...
HL's not going in.
Yeah, you can't do this thing where you go in one at a time. No unit's big enough that they're going to defeat enough people to, do much.
That's crazy. I just saw the server announcement saying Union don't shoot in the CSA spawn. Did you make that, or did someone else?
That would be Pip. He's doing admin as well. I'm in here with you. I've caught a couple people doing some stuff and I've warned them, but
Is it Artie?
I don't know.
Huh. That has
I would
to be.
hope Artie's not shooting.
I'm just thinking maybe it's CSA going through the orchard and Union's just shooting through.
Yeah.
Oh well. Anyway, CSA somewhat reforming on the barn. They have one flag. It's Texas Guards, Colquitts, maybe some other guys in there. But that's mostly what I see. You got some CSA, as we've seen throughout the match. They're trying to hunker up behind this little barn here. LFL is there right now. CHD first US Sharps as well. A couple more CSA rolling up that way, but CSA, they still look a little discombobulated. I mean, half the team is doing something, and the other half is doing something. This is a mess.
I know. It's also, it kind of plays into that no Steam chat thing. I've seen that. That was brutal.
That's a crazy shot.
Yeah, to get between that tree and the house.
That's a great shot.
What arty crew is that?
Was it the one on the bottom of the hill? No, that was.
Yeah, that's it.
That
oh no, it wasn't. No, it was
A&Vs?
A&Vs. Yeah.
Yeah, they're facing that way. That was a great shot. It's almost a whole morale stage difference.
Yeah.
I remember talking to someone, and I was like, yeah, 2 War of Rights matches sometimes can be pretty long. I kind of like Hell Let Loose because their events, they normally do 1 round because that's roughly an hour.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, yeah, I remember back in the day when we did 3 rounds of skirmish. Because
3?
Yeah, because it was originally if you cap the point, you win. There was no counter attack. So
well, okay, that makes sense then.
Not imagine certain maps. Honestly, that'd be a great server setting to have, unironically. Anyway, CSA's charging the cabin. Uncle Dragon. Dragon's using that chicken coop as a defense. CSA hitting the line. CSA starting to make some. The thing is, though, Union has a lot of tickets that they can burn here. So
How did you miss that, bro?
CSA, why is the Union still holding on top of the hill? CSA is collapsing on the corner as well.
Oh, A&V hopped into the road. Oh, A&V's getting charged from behind.
They don't see him. Who is it? 13th Georgia. No late. Who's laughing like that?
Yeah, you heard that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
6 New York's charging down. Union is still holding on top of the hill. Half their team is just staying up there like, yeah, our friendlies can die. This is terrible. Its numbers are still kind of close. Union can still pull it in. 3rd Kentucky's moving down to the bottom of the hill. 20th Georgia as well. You still have a Union company up on top of the hill. I can understand wanting to hold the flags back, but why are you holding your group up there?
Who is that? 88th New York. Yeah, that is a horrific decision to sit there and watch your friendly units fight like that.
You know, like, everyone on
And
top
now
of the
they're
hill.
going down there. Yeah,
In
like
the what?
it's.
Quick time? Okay, they're still shooting for this. This is such a collapse, and Union's still up by half morale stage. That's the thing. If you're on top of the hill and you see the CSA team charging the bottom side of the hill, collapse on that and help your teammates out. The worst thing was when 88th just held up on top of the hill when everyone around them eventually ran down. That's
Yeah, that was such a terrible decision.
Unions did still win, but CSA's capped the point. They stopped that black timer. Union can cap the point from where 11th Mississippi is holding, which they're getting some nice flanking shots. But
Yeah, I like what 11th is doing right here.
now 88th is charging in. Now? I mean, I guess 6 Alabama's charging in on the other side. I'm so confused. Oh, well.
Yeah, Killer, look, all the A&V guys are hitting from one side, so we'll see.
Which they're actually cleaning through CSA a little bit. A lot of Union still holding on top, which some are starting to move in.
Looks like more friendly Union coming in.
6 New York getting
It's definitely a
respawned.
mess on point.
Yeah, this is going to be close. CSA respawns, moving in very quick from the barn side, the Union right. And they're going to collapse on the Union right here, as Union has basically won on point.
Yeah, this is... It's so hard to tell who's who.
What the heck is going on?
So C is
Who's
another group of
laughing like
CSA
that?
charged in from the barn. I think it's a member of 13th Georgia.
Yeah, you that or A and V, but you would probably know if someone in A and V would do that. Union.
If someone was
countercharging.
just doing the Donnie noise from the Wild Thornberries, just this has been the longest melee charge I think I've seen in a while.
Jeez. Complete chaos. Union is gonna prevail in the end, and they're up by 2/3 of a morale stage. So they lost about 1/3 of a morale stage there, but I'm surprised how well this turned out for Union.
Yeah, I'll be honest. When I seen CSA take point just now, I thought to myself, I was like, well, GG's Union kind of choked that out.
Yeah.
And then great recovery by them. I mean, I don't know how they managed it, but
it's like because 88th charged on the right side, and then A and V charged from the left, and those two groups were killing CSA very slowly and not dying as I thought they would. I'm like, oh, it's two Union tiny groups charging in. They're gonna get defeated, but they were beating CSA somehow.
Step back already.
yeah, that might have been the last gas for CSA too.
And that surprisingly went well.
They've only lost one flag, so it's not terrible.
And CSA's putting a lot of pressure. Did they just go in and pick up that flag where LFL is?
I don't know.
Oh, they're running off without it. There's no...
I don't know what they were
trying. I didn't see where that flag was. The officer marker was kind of covering up. CSA's charging at the cabin side as well. Flag down. HD and HL are just kind of bonsaiing. See, more CSA bonsaiing on that cabin, at least going up behind it right now. Now it feels like CSA's thrown in the towel. Second US Cav charging those few HL guys, which now Serpent's Brigade is charging up there and having some close shots with second US Cav.
Oh, I can shoot. Yeah, just shoot me, guys.
And it looks like most CSA's trying to meet up at that barn. LFL is running across the open field with their or the orchard trying to get that flag to the left side. So it's almost back to a whole morale stage difference again.
Do we have a flag? We have a flag. Yeah, we do. But I did.
I read that shit.
51st over here.
Right face, on the top of the hill.
I don't know why. Union has so many guys that's sending these small skirmisher groups. on Union left. It's not working. Colquitt's is out there now. I think that's second U.S. Cav.
Yes, I am.
Keep going, keep
Holy
going,
shit,
keep going.
that's not our argument.
No, we're all that's left.
So Union's at taking losses now. But jeez. Wait, does CSA have a flag on Union left? More CSA guys are trying to go on this left side here. HL's moving over there as well. They don't have a flag over here, so that means 3 flags are on CSA left right now. CSA is engaged in a shootout right now, which I feel like at this point it's kind of just delaying the inevitable. It's going to come down to the charges, so...
Yeah, it's, I mean, I guess, theoretically, if they got organized as a team and, you know, charged that out a few times, they might get them down to breaking and, you know, still have enough time to cap the point.
Yep. All they gotta do is get them to breaking. That's all that matters. But there's been, I mean, I guess we've seen CSA cap that point once, and that was just because of poor play on Union's part. I assume Union wouldn't let that happen again if they were down and breaking or close to breaking, but who knows? That's why you play the game.
Shift right.
Navy CSA is about to charge. 13th Georgia and Texas Guards are holding fire on the left side of the barn.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you've got to charge and cause some chaos.
Indeed.
I mean, they've got a good number by this barn over here.
But can it be enough? I mean, what are the numbers overall right now? Union's up by 4. He has 14 on artillery though, so it's a I mean 10-man infantry balance, and Union artillery's been okay. Don't think it's, I haven't seen anything great yet. I don't know about you, Cloud, but
Let's go, boys, let's go.
and I think they're gonna go right now. Here they come. A lot of CSA actually making it to that stone wall right now. Union is starting to collapse on the top of the hill, which is, some are anyways. Nice to see. CSA down to breaking now. CSA is getting a lot on that corner. Union on the left starting to collapse. Along Mississippi, A and V.
Yeah, see, this is what they needed. I think the dudes at the top of the hill need to come down.
Yeah, why are they so... I mean, half of them came down, and it's nice to see, but their hesitancy is really killing their team.
Yeah, the timing is just not great.
So, Union coming down from the hill are trying to shoot point blank on CSA, which I don't think you should do. You can't let a team just sit there and get their respawns in, but Union's going to win that pretty decisively in the end. There is some skirmishing happening on top of the hill. F Company from 2 Corps is getting 2 of those flags. At least I think they're
I will take back what I said, though. I knew 88 timed that pretty well because they did clean up the back end of that CSA charge.
Yeah, they did that Union on top of the hill did a lot better than before.
Yeah. Yeah, they did a good job that time.
I think kind of a difference too. Well, I think on that first charge, CSA definitely turned that flank a little more, but oh, I guess Colquitt.
CSA flag just charged in, yeah.
Some HL guys as well.
Yeah, they're looking a little desperate right now.
It's been so confusing because there's some moments where it's like, okay, CSA is acting like a discombobulated mess and they're confused, and then there's times where like, okay, they kind of figured something out. Inconsistency. Union will hold. More CSA are trickling in. LFL is now running from the barn, so looks like CSA is going to try to slowly build forces. They got 2 flags spawning guys in right now. I mean, the Union has a lot of guys on their left side, but it might just look like guys coming from main. Where's the rest of CSA at? Got some holding behind the barn that's respawns. A lot are moving out from main right now, so... And if those CSA guys on the corner could potentially hold till the reinforcements arrives, maybe they'll have a chance, but... I don't know.
We need Artie to nail that tree right there.
It's true. Decoys just said they need Artie to nail where CSA is holding near point. That would be a beautiful shot.
Yeah. Towards the barn. That is to the northeast.
One of the flags retreats for CSA. Second one is retreating as well.
Yeah, it looks like Union's able to get regrouped now.
And so, CSA will get one more team charge until they hit final push. And all indications lean towards Union victory, but as you mentioned earlier, Cloud, Union's close to breaking. If CSA caps that, they win. So, if CSA wins this next charge, they could just outright win the match, which would be insane.
Yeah, that would be quite a twist to the way this has been played out so far.
It's like, I think so far Union probably deserves the win a little more. But
Pull up the fence, 6. Get out the mass.
Hold here, 6.
that being said, clock is a ticking. CSA, they can kind of take a few minutes if they want to reform. Might as well. Because they will drop the final push, and that black timer is going to drop till 3 minutes, something like that. Look at the barn, that entrance to the barn where CSA are at. It is shot through. Oh my goodness, artillery. That shot.
Yeah, that was another good shot.
If that fuse timer was a little shorter, they could have hit the center of that line, but that shell went right through. It still got a few people though, which is funny to see. Also, it's funny how they keep opening and closing that barn door. Anyways.
Here they come.
Maybe gonna do a 2-pronger. That right side's going a little quicker. Yeah, that left prong a little delayed, or maybe the right prong went early. Who knows? But
Filthy rebels! Bro, don't do it!
Union collapsing onto the corner right now. CSA, one prong going on top of the hill, one going bottom side.
I'll stab you right in the face!
On the right. 6 uphill, 6 uphill, 6 uphill.
Might create a little confusion amongst the Union line. CSA dominating on top of the hill. 6 New York is turning to face the forces on top of that hill. And
Yeah, there's a fight up there.
it looks like CSA is... Ooh, it's close. Looks like Union's going to prevail on the bottom side of this hill. It's very close. Top of the hill, CSA has one, but it looks like they will hit final push.
I don't like you, rebel! They're in our lines! Oh my god! Behind you!
And there they go. 2.5 minutes. That actually dropped more than what I would have thought. CSA trying to bonsai this corner.
Yeah, they're capping.
Don't, no. If they capped, I would find it really funny. I've never seen CSA be down this much and win, though. Or I guess an attacking team, for that matter. Oh my goodness. Union, a lot coming from main right now.
That's not good.
No way. Union should be able to at least contest this. They don't have any downed flags. CSA has their flags as well, and Union's trying to hit them coming down the side right now. Union's got a half a morale stage to burn right now.
Yeah, they've got to dump tickets and get that point back.
You got another Union wave starting to appear over the hill from main spawn. Union's got all 4 flags close. You can hear canister just shoot off from artillery, I'm pretty sure. And it's going back in Union's favor. One CSA flag is down, just got picked up, another one's down. Union starting to overwhelm CSA. They are gonna hit last stand, but it is a question of when.
You guys are not on point. Get on point.
CSA is still surviving. That's really all they need to do. They need to keep the flags up. Union's not taking down the flags. Now, Union, when are they going to last stand? CSA just needs more bodies on point when that clock hits 0, and they'll be able to win this match. How many are coming from main for CSA? You got a lot coming from CSA main right now. 2 down.
This is a really cool fight.
2 CSA flags down right now. 3. Walton's carrying the last one, and he's dead. Oh, yeah, he died.
Yep, they got
That
him.
should do it. Cloud, your thoughts for this round. Union win.
Yeah, there's a couple of moments I thought Union was gonna let CSA take it, but you know, great recovery by them. And you know, if CSA would have just been a little more organized, you know, throughout the round, they probably could have got it.
Yeah, I agree, because, I mean, Union hit last stand there with 1 second left in the clock, but we saw, like, in that middle of the round, for example, CSA just kind of bonsai'd in a lot and lost a lot of tickets in the process, so if they would have had much more organized charges and dealt some damage, I think they could have definitely pulled that out, but in the end, yeah, the chicken coop! I love the chicken coop. Anyways, with that all being said, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to support the channel more. We have our Patreon where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get raw gameplay footage of everything we cover with no commentary and UI. Union's at 3 out of lines. We're halfway through the match. Anyways.
Oh my goodness.
We also have our Discord and merch, Twitter and Instagram, all in the description. Look at those out of lines for Union.
That's probably why they won.
That's incredible. Union, never mind. They deserve that win. We will see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your night.